Hi, Sag. I'm going to do a daily download for you guys. This is good for the Sun, Rising Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius. It's a general reading, so it might not resonate with all of you. I've used mostly oracle cards. They could apply to different parts of your life. I did take a look specifically at your overall energy, your deep personal growth, and I think definitely relationships of some kind are coming into play. In particular, well, of course, romantic, but also familial, possibly. I don't know why, but they wanted me to start with career. So I'm going to do that for you guys, or just like personal development and growth. Embrace change, seize the opportunity, obstacles ahead, drawn to you, navigate carefully. So, a lot of people associate this with a romantic connection. You may or may not connect to someone romantically or emotionally at work. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that. I think that some of you clearly want to embrace change. Maybe you have been asked to play a different role. You'll be asked to play a different role this week at work. Some of you are thinking about change. Your guides are saying, seize an opportunity if there's one in front of you. There will be some obstacles ahead. Big deal. They're obstacles. You people are ruled by Jupiter. You're all about the expansion, embracing change, and seizing opportunities. You're fire signs. Don't let those obstacles hold you back. If you feel like you keep hitting a brick wall, um, just address it and try to think outside of the box with it. This could be something that you're very drawn to, but you have to navigate carefully. For some of you, it will regard a conversation that has to be navigated carefully. Some of you will be traveling as well, and you will have to navigate carefully. Some of you will be driving into the mountains even for work. Okay. This might not necessarily apply to career, but I meant it to. But people will take these messages and apply them to any part of their lives that they feel they apply. So it just could be a personal issue or a part of your personal development where you are absolutely ready to embrace change. You will seize an opportunity. You recognize there are obstacles ahead. There is someone or something you're very drawn to. You're being advised to navigate the situation carefully. I also think that you will need to interject love into a situation as well. They wanted me to use the Moonology deck for you to give you some messages. Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle is approaching. In order to move forward in the most productive way to bring that expansion, work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, and bring love into the situation. Someone needs to be reminded to bring emotions into this situation and to work through fears. Fears need to be worked through for you or someone that you are connecting to. They wanted me to also use the Halloween Oracle deck. We just had Halloween and we're in Scorpio season now, but I still really love this deck for the fall and this time of year. I loved these messages. This is about deep personal growth for you or possibly someone that you're connecting to. I feel as though for some of you, I have a cross watcher checking in on a Sagittarius that's confused by their behavior. This cross watcher needs to release their expectations of Sagittarius and allow them to be themselves. Sagittarius, you yourself need to possibly accept and hear these messages, or you need to know that this is happening for another person. That is what I'm kind of picking up on, a couple different ways to interpret them. The Witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. This is the most badass card in the deck, you guys. This is like Empress, High Priestess energy. When the Witch comes out, and it's also like the Magician, you realize that you and you alone are the single catalyst for change in your life, and that you can cast your spells and work your magic. It's also a card of personal power. When the Witch comes out, it also comes with a warning. Sometimes when others see us standing in our own power, being independent, making our own life, carving our own way in the world, and making our dreams come true, it threatens other people. They might appear jealous, they might be triggered, they may be threatened by who you are as a person. It might be different than what they expected. So be prepared for that. If there is a person around you claiming independence, you need to let them be their true selves and allow for them to change and grow and claim their own power, even if it makes you uncomfortable or it changes the relationship you have with them. I just felt my heart chakra tighten up. So that hit a nerve for someone. Chew on that. It's important. Other people need to let you change and grow. You need to let others change and grow as well. But you're going to be claiming a lot of personal power, Sagittarius, I think. Also, cauldron, synergy, and healing. This is where we apply a lot of heat and pressure in a situation and burn off old, unwanted things, old ways of thinking, old habits, old actions, old ways of doing things. You will put yourself into a cauldron, or a situation will be put into a cauldron. There will feel like there is pressure. It is meant to burn off and heal what is no longer necessary and heal wounds. Allow that to happen. It will create a synergy and a reaction. Also, Skull of Flowers came out for you guys, creating through the ashes. Now is a time of, I'm seeing here someone, either you or someone you're connecting to, whoever this message is for, reclaiming personal power to the point where it might threaten other people. Do not pull away from this, if this is you. Healing and applying pressure in your life, really be using your cauldron and creating through ashes. Now is a time of creating through a death of some kind, endings bringing new beginnings. I also notice out of the Oracle of the Seven Energies, you guys got willing release. This is a lot about willing release and allowing yourself to create something new. You will be creating something through the ashes of something that has recently died and been transformed. It will open up your third eye chakra. It will increase and heighten your intuition. Now is definitely a time of healing and creativity. You may feel an upswing in creativity for yourself. I feel like this is happening on a deep spiritual level for you, Sag, or perhaps someone you're connecting to. And love, and here's another, like working through the fears as well, is the synergy and healing card. I love what came out of the Oracle of the Seven Energies for you guys. Willing release and great big love. Wow. Willing release is about yielding to a divine plan, the divine's plan. We can follow our own plan, or it's about yielding to the divine's plan and releasing attachment to form. So let go of the attachment of the form of something, especially if something isn't what you expected or what you wanted. You need to leave room for some serendipity and allow for a divine plan to unfold in your life as it will on your behalf without interference. And ask yourself if you can be open to receiving what's yours, even if it's not packaged in the form you thought you wanted. Perhaps you need to look deeper at something. And if you do, you'll see that you've received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. So, what are your most authentic wants and needs? It's a time to sort of let go and just see what transpires. This isn't always easy, and impatience can kind of erode the foundation of that. So, willing release is surrendering truly to something and knowing that it will serve your highest good, knowing that this truth is in your heart. Can this really be so difficult? That's the question it asks. So you need to willingly release something, release your expectations of what you wanted, and leave some room for serendipity. Leave room for you, yourself, and others to be more dynamic. There could be healing through the ashes. And great big love has come out. That's the second card of love. I think in the next couple of days, today and the next couple of days, love needs to be interjected. This is love without conditions. It's romantic love and how that experience changes you. It's also deep and profound and harmonious connections with soulmates. So, although this card kind of pretends to an intimate connection, you don't have to wait for a partner to experience it. You're being invited now to explore love in all its beauty and ask yourself if you can love without conditions. Can you love without needing things or a person to be perfect inside or out? Do you love your life, what you do, and how you contribute to the world? You really need to invite love in today, like with the capital L, and you'll really be amazed. And your very question may change as a result in regards to a relationship. Love is like the strength that you need today. And love is the lens that you have to look through today to find the truth of your way. Love is the way, is what this card is really talking to you about. And it's also about healing old wounds. and it can sustain us when we're starving. So definitely a soulmate connection that this is probably referring to. Just try to love without condition and think about how that love has changed you, and go for harmonious connections as well. You may need to release something, releasing expectations. What came out of the awakened soul for you guys was challenge and treasure. I love that. I think that you guys this week will be challenged in some way. This could be relationship for others of you. This will be about work. This is about a strategy test. You may face some opposition as well. And there are many ways to face challenges. So look at employing tactics and carefully considering your plans to remain focused. You need to remain focused this week. A good strategy will allow you to clearly prioritize as well and ensure that you reach your goals. You may find at this time that your plans are being opposed and you feel that people are in competition with you. And while this may be true, you have the final say as to how you conduct yourself during this time and what outlook you have. So direct your energy into something constructive. It's definitely time to embrace your inner warrior, though, but also see that sometimes confrontation is needed. So check your energy when it comes to confrontations in your life. Ask yourself, are you going head first into things like a wrecking ball with little consideration for other people's feelings? Or do you retreat from all confrontations, even when standing up for yourself or others might be needed? So the affirmation with it is that you're ready to go to the next level. And ask yourself what areas of your life I can seek more challenges. I've never met a Sag that backed down from a challenge. So there will be a challenge, but the treasure has almost come out for you as well, has also come out. And I almost never see the treasure. This is about exploration and riches and attention and fortune seeking. You guys seek fortune, right? It's also about tending to the small details in your life. Your guides want you to pay attention to the little things because they're all worth it. Go over everything in your life today and the next couple days with intention, even though it might take more time. This attention needs to be given when you're walking, driving, talking. No more autopilot is what this card is about. And it's about seeking physical and spiritual growth. It's a reminder that the little things, even the small hidden things, can be hard to find. Just hold on to the magic and meaning of every little thing. Seek out the good in all things when treasure comes out. You might find yourself missing little things. Be careful that you're not unwilling to go for it. Watch out for being distracted by new and shiny things. And ask yourself, what treasure are you seeking? And know that you are a treasure and you should be treasured. You might have to be very strategic to get a treasure that you want. But I see all these things interjecting here. Because challenge is here and willing release is here and great big love is here, when I pair all that with these other cards, and these cards over here that I haven't even gotten to yet, definitely stand in your power and allow other people to. It's important to be realistic with your expectations. Move slowly if you or a person you're connecting to is creating through the ashes. You will be challenged and you'll need to be very careful and strategic with how you communicate. Navigate carefully tells me that as well. Fears will need to be worked through, but know that the end of a tough cycle is near. Untold truths of your heart. I got interesting cards. This could apply to you. This could apply to a person that you are connecting to. Loyalty, dedication, trust, and reliability. You definitely want loyalty in your life, but someone is wearing a mask or bluffing. Someone is pretending. You might be exaggerating something. You yourself may be wearing a mask. You might be bluffing in some way. Even though you want this loyalty, you will be doing some reminiscing today. Bittersweet dwelling and reminiscing influences dark attachments and third parties. Not necessarily love triangles, but there could have been a dark attachment for you or a person you connected to. This, of course, looks very much about relationship. So clearly something went awry with a relationship that you're thinking about today. You have both good memories and bad memories. There was definitely some dark attachments and outside influences for you that need to be examined. Ask yourself what those are for you or the person you're connecting to. Yes, you want loyalty and dedication. Somebody might have a dog that's important to them, but someone is wearing a mask. So take your mask off. Don't bluff. If you think someone else is doing that or exaggerating, try to make them feel comfortable and watch how you communicate with them. That will help someone, because we don't always want to we don't want to pretend most of the time. If we want the loyalty, we can't pretend. And if you're having bittersweet memories and reminiscing and dwelling, maybe write a letter to this person without mailing it and work through your memories, because we have a very subjective way of remembering things. The brain will process it differently a day after it's happened, a week after it's happened, a month or a year after it's happened, and address any of these influences that came from you or came from them. I was surprised by these. Yeah, somebody might have been very loyal, but the other person might have pretended, or someone's pretending. Yeah, these messages just are what they are. That's what the untold truths of everyone's heart is. Your heart, possibly another person's heart. They did not want me to pull cards for this person. As a matter of fact, they like made the whole deck fall apart and they said no. And I was like, why not? And they said, because we said so. And I was like, okay, so they just wanted you to get these cards about that. But I did drop a little bit of tarot for how you're feeling. The Lovers, the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, the Five of Cups. Some of you are connecting to an Aries or a Virgo or a Gemini, but it does not necessarily have to be those signs. I see that you, Sagittarius, feel and felt a very strong connection to something. This could be a relationship. It could even be work. Like the Seven of Pentacles can speak to retirement, really wanting to be done working in these fields, but knowing you need to stay in your present moment and stay connected to yourself and those around you that you feel a good attachment to. But this looks like someone really wants to manifest something or might have regrets and feel somewhat sad or disappointed about something that failed emotionally. And they're just standing here thinking about it. This could be an Aries, it could be a Gemini, or so I think maybe you're regretting someone's actions, maybe even your own. And I think that that's why they want you to communicate. I'll show you what their advice is. You're seeming somewhat emotional about the manifestation up until this point between you and another person or a situation. Your person, some of you are dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio. They're thinking and feeling just a little bit differently about this. I have for them Judgment, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Swords, and Justice. My goodness. This person is coming off as a little detached and in a very definitive place. First of all, they are passing their judgment. They are judgment and justice. This person might have received justice and judgment, or they want to deliver it in some way. This Queen of Swords looks awfully serious about what she's about to say or do. That could be you towards them or them towards you. I know a lot of people come to this channel because they have both Libra and Sag in their chart. Frankly, that's why I created the channel, because my chart is almost nothing but Libra and Sag. So if you're feeling a bleed over between the two signs, you're in the right place, and that's probably why. Because I'm picking up on a lot of Libra here, but also strong Scorpio. So this person is at a crossroads. They absolutely want a freedom and a knowing and an understanding that will bring an absolute ending and make way for ascension. They may want a rebirth with you, but they're also very detached and very direct. For whatever reason, this could have to do with your relationship or something else that they're going through. They are feeling the need to be very detached and direct. They also seek calm and solitude, or they might be like, hey, why aren't you talking to me? Because I notice this Queen of Swords is like, wake up, Sleeping Beauty. They do want to directly communicate. They have very independent, strong opinions and boundaries. You may be on a bit of a break with this person, or they think you're doing that with them. This person does want justice. They want balance. They want to make a choice. They may pause and pull back because they have to discern the truth for themselves in some way. But I'm seeing you a little bit emotional about this. And this person is being a little cold and disconnected. They might even think that you have been bitchy to them. I don't know. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be a little icy. Their advice to you, along with the Oracle cards, in particular, Willing Release and Great Big Love, this is all really good advice. All of these Oracle cards, I think, will help you with this. But the Tarot gave good advice as well. The Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Sun. First of all, someone is not finished being single and not finished exploring their other options. Okay, you need to know that. But that was a faint message. What they're telling me as advice is just go with the flow. You're at a turning point. Allow for expansion, allow for ups and downs. You are about to play out this relationship or this situation may be a very important part of your destiny, your fate, and your karma. Karmic lessons or karma lessons are necessary, and it's what we do here on earth. Our life is one big giant karmic lesson. So at a turning point, luck is on your side if you allow for expansion and release expectation. This could be part of your destined path if you allow it to be. The Three of Cups, that's about a reunion and a healing and a happiness and reconciliations, friendship, celebration, creativity is what's necessary. Address the feelings of being left out in the cold. Someone might feel impoverished in some way or have a lacking mindset. They feel isolated and worried. This could have even hurt someone's self-esteem, and that needs to be addressed. But the Sun is here as well. There needs to be a lot more light shed on this. Someone does want to bring happiness into the situation. And someone is very curious, either you or your person, deeply listening to the intuition. Someone is very much listening to their intuition and wanting a lot of clarity. So somebody wants to talk here. Your person might not be handling it in the most sensitive way. They might just be an air sign or a Scorpio. They might be a Capricorn as well. I'm also hearing Virgo a little bit. Maybe I'm picking up on your Sun, Rising, Moon, or Venus signs. This person also may be just trying to bring stability and balance into their life and trying to be smart. So release your expectations and focus on love. Allow for your own personal power and the power of others to shine through. The Witch is not a bad or dangerous card. This is a time of healing and creating through the ashes. You definitely need to bring love into a situation and work through fears. If these two things don't happen, you decrease your chances of the tough cycle being at an end. And definitely the pretending and the dark third-party attachments and influences all need to be addressed. Yeah. Be careful with how you communicate. Tend to the small things. Go towards relationships and situations where you feel treasured. Stay in your present moment and look for the hidden little treasures. This is important for some reason. Yeah. So hopefully this all resonated with you guys. Hopefully it helped you. This is the daily download I got for you guys today to help you with possibly many different parts of your life. Definitely navigate carefully and seize opportunities with career and personal growth. If you're drawn to something, you just might have to think of a good map, plan out a good map to get there and be prepared for obstacles and challenges. That doesn't mean that you can't bring a dream or something to fruition. Yeah. So hopefully this helps you guys do all those things. All right, Sag, that's your daily download. I hope it resonates with you and I hope it helps you. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I'm always here to listen to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.